Hey guys, welcome back. So now that we have this top section of our artist page done, it's time to continue with the rest of the page. So all we're going to do on this page is have a song section and an album section. And we've already done the code for these two sections. On our album page, we have the code which retrieves the songs from the album. And that's the exact same code we're going to use here. And on our browse page, we have the code for this part at the bottom here, which retrieves the albums. You see, it's very similar to this part. So let's get to it. Let's go to our artist.php page, and underneath this entity info div is where we're going to have the song section. And like I said, we're going to take that from the album.php page. So go to the album.php page, and we're going to take this tracklist container section right here, tracklist container. So actually get this container and copy and paste it all the way to the bottom. So copy that and go back to artist.php page and paste it in there. Scroll up to the top of tracklist container, and we have this song ID array right here, and we're using the album to get it, which just of course retrieves the list of song IDs for that album. Obviously we don't want to do that for an album because we're on an artist page, not an album page, so we want to just return the song IDs of all that artist's songs across any album. So all we need to do differently is create this get song IDs function for our artist class, because at the moment we only have it for our album class. So go to our classes and open up the artist.php class and create a new public function underneath, and this is going to be called get song IDs, like that. And this function is going to be exactly the same as the get song IDs function we have in our album class. So go back to our album.php class and copy this get song IDs function, and we're going to paste that into our artist.php class. I suppose we didn't really need to type this out because we're going to copy and paste over it anyway. So all we're going to do differently, instead of selecting ID from songs where album equals this ID, we're going to say where artist equals this ID. And we don't need this order by album order, we want to do order by plays. So we want the most played song to appear at the top of the list. So I click on this artist, the most played song, second most played, third most played. Okay, so all we've done here is just change the query to select all from songs where artist equals this ID, and then order by plays. And that's it. That's all we need to do. The rest of it can stay exactly the same. And that's actually it. That's all we need to do. We don't have to do anything else. So refresh the page now of your artist.php. Undefined variable album on line 37. So let's go to line 37. Album. We forgot to change this. So this should be artist, like that. It shouldn't be album. So refresh the page now, and you'll see all the songs like this. Exactly the same style as we had before. That's great, that's what we want. But if they had 30 songs, it would show all 30. So what we actually want to do is only show 5 before we stop. So you'll see right here we only have 5 songs. Okay, so that's real simple to do. We have this I variable right here which we use to create the number down the side, and we just want to, at the top, very first thing in the for loop is say if I is greater than 5, we can just break. And what break does, it's like a return command, although return leaves the function, break leaves the loop. So if you want a for loop or a while loop and you hit a break command, it will leave the loop. So we're saying when I is greater than 5, we're going to break the loop and don't load any more HTML for those songs. Okay. So now if I refresh the page, you'll see it only goes up to 5. There we go. And there's one more thing we're going to do, and that's just add a border underneath these. You'll see here I've got the borders to section them off, and that's real simple to do. We're just going to go back to our artist.php page, and then we're going to add a border bottom class to our entity info class. So border bottom there, copy that. I'm going to add it in one more place. So I've copied border bottom, and I'm also going to add it to this tracklist container div right there. So now these have 2 classes. Tracklist container has border bottom class as well, and entity info also has a border bottom class. And then in style.css, we're just going to give this 2 lines of style. It's real simple. Just border bottom like that, and this is just going to say, and this is just going to have a border bottom 1px solid, and I know the code, I've got it here, 939393, and then finally margin bottom, I'm going to give it a little bit of space on the bottom as well, 20 pixels. Now I'll save that and refresh the page now, and you'll see we have this line underneath. And that's it. So we've sectioned them off, and this is looking good. But also, if I click play on this, it plays the songs. If I press next, you'll see it goes to Epic, then to Energy, so it's going in order. Energy, dubstep, funky element, and although we only have 5 songs displayed, the playlist will continue. Okay? And the reason it's done that is because we have this code which creates our temporary playlist.